In terms of the definition of Adalah, let's quickly go over this. Al-Khatib al-Baghdadi, inshallah the brother will bring up on the screen. He says, he quotes the following. He says, Allama Baqillani says, therefore it must be said that an upright person, what does it mean to be adil? An upright person is he who is known for performing his obligatory duties. So remember, Adalah is not just about narrating hadith from the Prophet. It's an intrinsic characteristic, a quality of somebody. What does it mean to be upright? He continues and he says, and avoiding the bad deeds and nullifying anything that nullifies integrity. He is one who seeks the truth and duty in his actions and dealings and guards his speech against that which tarnishes the religion of chivalry. So this is about, it talks about the definition of what it means to be adil. Now, this is very interesting, the last part. Whoever maintains this state is described as an upright in his religion and known for truthfulness.
This is a quote from whom?
Allama Baqillani. Allama Baqillani is quoted in his book by Al-Khatib al-Baghdadi.
Yes.
And he says, whoever maintains the state is described as upright in his religion and known for truthfulness in his speech. It's not sufficient for him merely to avoid major sins. To be an upright person, he must even avoid small little minor issues. Okay, and then he says this is something very interesting. He says that on the next page, if you continue on the next page, Al-Khatib al-Baghdadi mentions something else. He goes, our view is that a report or testimony should not be rejected except due to a sin that's agreed upon as a ground for rejection, or something that leads to a judge or a scholar to strongly believe that the perpetrator lacks integrity and cannot be trusted to lie.
Is this regarding Sahabah?
This is the definition of Adalah.
Yeah.
This is the Asuli definition of a Sahabah. Okay?
Adalah.
Adalah, sorry, apologies, Adalah, thank you very much. This is the Asuli definition of Sahaba. So what does Allama Baqillani say? If you continue to the next page, let's have a look at the summary. He says the person commits acts for which they could be criticized publicly or considered morally defective privately. The testimony and reports must be rejected. This applies even if this act is not a major sin. He further states that accepting narrations from sinners on the excuse that Allah forgives sins would collapse the entire science of narrators' criticism. Al-Khatib al-Baghdadi says the following invalidate Adalah: minor sins, dishonorable conduct, lying, accepting bribes, cheating, and narrating worldly gains. Inshallah, Sheikh Asrar Rashid can tell us if any of the Sahaba did any of those things and whether they would fall out of the Sunni definition. And if not, why not?